Alright. Let's head down.
There's 2 mini comics for bacon. The Sprite, Kiri Green, Rooting Cherry for yogurt, and what in the
Oh.
No, what's up? I don't know. There's so many great films. Like, I'll probably think like 10 different ones.
포 먹으러 갑니다. 이렇게. 아, 저기 있다. 비아트. Not bad. 그래서
Looking like we've got
chocolate,
someone I need to email
mango, passion fruit.
research in between the two proposals. We can talk about it. Like it's really going to be if I'm at a conference or not.
맛있나 이거? 오, it's nice.
You'll see our transition mural showing cable cars past and present. The original cars, known as the Red Rattlers, made their last run in 1978, with the current funicular system opening in 1979. Since then, the cars have completed over 1 million trips. The lights in the next two tunnels can be programmed with light shows marking festivals, charitable events and special occasions.
Watch what you're doing, seriously. Do your shoelace.
Back down. This is nice. It's pretty nice. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Perfect. Scan that. Sweet. So, if you just see where that cone is by the fence over there.
On the other side?
Oh yeah, on the yeah, like on the other side of these cars here, I will get you to park onto
Okay.
lane number 1.
Lane number 1.
Yeah, so you just drive down there, swing it round, number 1.
On this side, okay.
Yeah, on this side, you'll be right up against that fence line.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Cool, cool, cool.
Thanks. Lane 1? Straight Feronia overnight cruise.